we're gonna take our wooden dowel. This is, I believe it's 1/4 inch. And we're gonna elevate this piece of wood. Just take it. Boom. And what I've done is, I don't know if you can tell, but I've made a mark around here, the outline of my board, right? So I can put it back in the same place. But just one by one, I'll kind of lift it up, you know, kind of get a measurement on it, my stick length, and then I'll cut it, find out where it goes, hot glue it down to my base, let it dry. So I got all my sticks in there, went back and put extra because I do not want this to mess up. You know, it still sits in my door panel nice and neat, just like so. I went a little crazy on the hot glue, but it's all good. It just makes it stronger. So next, we're gonna get our fleece and then we're gonna do the thing, you know what I'm saying? We do it because it's gonna wrap around like so. You know what I mean? It'll give us the shape, and that's where we're gonna lay that resin and make it hard. Staple gun. I want my staple close to the top of the wood, to the faceplate, in a line. I don't want them sideways, I want them flat. So have it stapled all the way around. You can see, it just kind of goes in the line all the way around. We're gonna come back here, trim off some of this extra. There we go. Fold it back just like so. Let's spray some adhesive around this part of my fiberglass backplate. Spray that adhesive, and then we'll wrap this nice and neat and make it stick. Once we got a permanent stick, that's when we can lay some more fiberglass. So for my adhesive, I'm using this Weldwood contact cement right here. I have used Super 77 before. Garbage. I've used Super 90. Garbage. The Super 77 has caused me so much pain and agony in my time doing car audio that I will never buy another can at all. Not ever gonna use it. If you read the back, it says yada yada yada. Spray both surface, whatever. It says let it dry 5 to 10 minutes until tacky. That is a lie. My first door panel, those little hard spots, that's what that was. I guess the part of the glue had dried. So you don't have to do that. Just spray it and then just wait a minute or so, fill it out. But not no 5 to 10 minutes. Let's get it. Looks pretty good. All right, so we got this good. Now let's go around and trim this part out. Because if you look at this corner, sometimes folding it over the corner, you can't help it. But this part is gonna lay against our door, so we want it as flat as possible. So let's trim it out. See how we kind of cut that out? See how it's laying flat now? That'll give us a good seal against our door. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna cut the face off. Just pull up and then take your razor blade, just like so. Here we have, starting to take shape, ain't it? Looking good, except for staple got a little too close. Look at that. Look at that. It's all right. I'm just gonna leave it for now, okay? I'm gonna, since my fleece is where I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and lay some resin on it. Then once it gets hard and stuff like that, then I'll just take my grinder and smooth it all out. But I would say once you get to this step right here, like, don't call it a night, all right? Because my fleece is stretched out right now. I don't want it to kind of lose its shape or move it around and it start pulling out from my staples. Because if my staples let go, I'm screwed. Then I gotta start that whole fleecing process over. So once you get to this step, go ahead and lay some resin.
I'll be in the basement mixing up the medicine.
Here? Oh, here. When you get in there, get in good. Make sure it soaks along that wood because you want that thing to stick to it. If it gets a little bit on the wood, don't worry. You sand it off. Make sure it sticks. So over here where it's cut, I'm gonna pull that up. Now don't fold it down, fold it up so you can chop it off later. It's all good. Let's let it dry, see what it does. So it's the next day. My resin has dried. It didn't need a full day to dry. It was dry in probably like an hour or so, but I go to bed. I gotta work. So now we're gonna pack some resin on the inside this channel right here to stiffen it up. I don't have any more mat. If I did, I'd put some in it, but I'm not gonna make a trip and spend 10 bucks on some mat just for that. So we're gonna mix it up and lay some more resin. So that side dried, gotta do the other side. I definitely went and picked up some chalk mat. So definitely use chalk mat. Don't try to skip that step and just put the resin in there. All right, learn from my mistakes. I'll be brutally honest with you because I try to be honest on this channel. You see in there? I just took some cut up fleece. You know, I just cut up some pieces of fleece and stuck down there to soak it up because without it, it just wanted to keep running and I didn't feel like sitting there shaking it for an hour for it to dry. So I actually stuffed some fleece in there and soaked it Let me see. It's hard as a rock. Alright, so it dried up. That's good. This thing's solid as a rock now. It was messy, so it's time to sand. And I probably already showed you, but where that it's kind of feathered up right there, we're just going to sand it down, knock it down. We get all these lumps and everything sanded off, and yeah, we'll get this thing prepped to get it wrapped. Alright, so I got it sanded, somewhat. I've spent probably 20 minutes sanding it. But the face, look at it right now. Smooth as can be, right? And, I feel like I've sanded it. I don't know. Right there it looks kind of rough. I'm not painting it, I'm covering it. Do you think I should sand it more, even though I'm wrapping it? Or just run it? Drop down in the comments and let me know what you would have done. Okay, so my fleece came all the way to the inside. What I did is I trimmed it off just to get me a layer around it, because I want a decent surface for my fabric that I'm going to wrap it to come around and attach to. So next, I'm going to take a Sharpie and I'm going to come inside here and just mark gives us a rough idea. Now let's cut it out. So I want to get this exactly where I want it, because my next step is drilling holes to mount it. So what I'm going to attempt to do is clamp it in place. Since I got a lip on the inside now, I can. Looks like I was successful. Okay. So we got a clamp on it, as you can see. And I'm just going to come around, pop some holes. I'm going to start with one hole, right? Put a bolt in it, make sure it's good. Go ahead and put a nut on it, and then continue on. basically you just want to inspect it before I go any further. Make sure, since this has to fit perfectly in this curvature right here, I'm gonna make sure I ain't got any gaps, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gapping. Looks good. So, I'm just gonna stop for a second and say I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, and the people I appreciate even more are the people that have some kind of interaction, you know. Hit a thumbs up, drop a comment, even if it's just a thumbs up or a whatever. It shows YouTube that you like what you see, and it promotes my channel to more people so I can get out there more or whatever. I don't know. Let's get back to it. We got it wrapped. There's no lumps, no bumps. It looks good. Are you kidding me? After all that, my video footage of me wrapping the door got deleted. I don't know what happened to it, so for that I apologize, but we'll just skip on through. So here's this door. Alright, get back up. It's on. Looks good, right? I think it looks good. It looks a lot better than that door over there, which is all right. It is what it is. So this is all kind of temporary. Right now I have it on a Audiobahn A154DP, which is a 4-channel lamp. It does 150 watts per channel. And you know, right now I have, you know, I have my 6.5, my 4, and one of the tweeters, that's a channel. The 5 1/4 and that tweeter's another channel. And then the same goes for that side. Still running stock head unit. Right now I got the subs turned off. Look at them back there, man, they look good. Let's I'll turn this up a little bit. I have just some royalty-free music on a YouTube playing, and I know I need to vacuum. Okay, I'll do that soon. People don't yell at me. So it sounds good, especially for some 20-year-old speakers. Well, anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to be making another one soon. This weekend is the Sundown Show. I'm actually taking the Nissan to the Sundown Show. I will not be going to my Green Expedition. So if you're at the Sundown Show and you see my black Nissan, let me show you. See the black Nissan at Sundown? Holla at your boy. Thanks for checking it out. Get down, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. If you're at the Sundown Show, come holler at me and see what this thing sounds like. Thanks.